Hello YouTube, this is Ben Gessel. I won't making this video quite late. Anyway, so I usually don't not try not to be up this late, but I thought to make one more video tonight. Well, yeah. Um, I was just going to mention something, and again I'll keep this one kind of brief. More, I have a few more thoughts about uh, shopping, grocery stores, that sort of thing. Um, and it goes kind of something like this. Um, it's once you have, I think, all your basics that are not perishable, um, it gets a lot easier to. It should be a little bit easier to save money. It's just a question of. I found it's often a question of what you're actually going to eat, but it's also a question of, what stuff really you don't, what you don't really need. Um, so it's true. Seafood is very healthy for you, but it's very expensive. Um, as of late, probably had a little less fish than I usually have, but maybe I've saved a bit. And I was going to mention this because things like this. Whole Foods has amazing seafood, but it's very expensive. So I just haven't got it recently. I think I've saved a little bit in that regard. The other thing too is that I really haven't. I really haven't bought very much red meat recently. I've been substituting turkey for beef a bit more, and that's actually also been very nice. I've saved a little bit of money there too. Um, and then of course I'm still trying to go to every other day um, animal food intake. So I'm not quite there yet, but so one day just plant food, and then the next day I'll include a little bit of animal food. But then I still feel like on the plant food days, it might be okay still to add 1 or 2 eggs and that sort of thing. So the other thing too is I try in the past I tried to not get too much juice, and I just watched my juice, um, what juice I got. I'm very fond of berry juices and grape juice and that sort of thing, but I just didn't get the expensive stuff this time, and also saved a bit of money there too. It's nice to have, Concord grape juice, 100% Concord grape. I love it stuff, but it can get a little pricey depending how much you're getting of it. So these days I think I'd rather spend a little bit extra on supplements, and I don't know. Geez, I mean, yeah, basically that. And then if I want to get something extra, get some sushi or occasionally little seafood, that sort of thing. Dating, that sort of thing. Always, but the thing is, I mean, if you base your shopping list around vegetables, which I got vegetables and fruit in season, and you have your basic stock items like your beans and rice and other stuff that you make, maybe some grains and stuff, nuts, that sort of thing. But with nuts, just trying to go for the seeds a bit more, the less expensive nuts when you can, almonds. But um, you know, uh, um, if you emphasize the cheaper foods and then just be selective about your other medium level foods, you're gonna be fine. Um, I think it's just there's I don't know. Whole Foods is a great place, but it's easy to get caught up in everything. I don't buy cheese myself. I certainly don't buy wine. I don't drink alcohol. But for me, it's the meat and seafood. Those steaks, those ribeyes. They are expensive. They add up. Um, and then the other thing too is I didn't buy any expensive chocolate, that sort of thing, or just adds up. So I only got the stuff that I knew I would like or would eat. Try to get my vegetables, and there you go. So I thought I'd mention that, but I'd also mention a few other things too. I noticed in my shopping trip. So I was impressed with myself. I saved a little bit more than I normally would at Whole Foods. And you got turkey, some produce, a few other things. Chocolate almond milk, that sort of thing. So, okay, I knew this in the past, but I'll say this again because I know how much it's like when you go to a grocery store, you want to get everything you need. With stores like Albertsons and Safeway, occasionally QFC, but really more Albertsons, Safeway, and any stores like that. Just the produce, the vegetables go bad very quickly. If you get organic produce or organic vegetables, it's just the shelf life is terrible. So I don't see the point sometimes of getting those things at one of those kinds of stores. You're better off going to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, maybe QFC, or a store that's comparable to any of those. A very high quality down to middling. You go to Albertsons, Safeway, or any other store that's not even as high of quality. So you go to Winco, try to save extra money, or Costco is a different kind of deal, but you're trying to save money going to a place like Winco or Grocery Outlet. I'm sure the apples are fine. Some things will be going to be fine, but geez, don't even just go for the stuff that's gonna last for a little bit. I guess you're trying to save money more than getting the really high quality produce and meat. I would just get things like cereal and just grocery items at a place like that. Just the cheap stuff there, but I wouldn't even get any meat or any seafood or any produce. It's just not worth it. So the other thing too I noticed today, you get a lot of shoppers at Trader Joe's, and you get a lot of shoppers at Whole Foods, and that's a good thing. Both of the stores, we all know Trader Joe's. We all know Trader Joe's has kind of narrower aisles. You're still kind of dealing with it. We're kind of working with them. We're kind of putting up with it because we like them so much. They're a great store. They have kind of some stuff that's a little bit odd tasting, but we like that. We like some of that stuff. And they have great stuff sometimes. So, if you're going to Trader Joe's, just watch out for the grandmas. Their aisles are narrow. They're very narrow. Sometimes, and so you just can't make it a quick shopping trip. You gotta watch how fast you're going in there. In Whole Foods, it's still not quite. The aisles still aren't quite as wide as most of the rest of the stores. And hopefully that changes in the future. But I will say this. In terms of just speed, getting around the store, you're going to be just fine if you go around the outside. And if you go a lot to, I don't always go to Whole Foods. But the thing is, it has to do with so going around the perimeter is great. But it's when you looking for other things in the middle of the store, it's just set up a little differently than some other stores. It's not as big, but yeah, it can be a little frustrating, to find certain things. I just, anyway. So the other thing too is that this gets back to customer service a little bit. You can't always expect your favorite grocery store to always have the fastest checkers or the, you know, if someone's taking a little bit of time. I think there's something to um, just trying to work with some folks that are, they always have, there's always new people that are on the job, and so I try not to be too critical of, because I was a courtesy clerk. I know what that's like. Um, but yeah, I was in a bit of a hurry when I was shopping, and I was hungry, and I had to get somewhere at a certain time. I was watching the clock, I didn't. I tried to allow myself enough time to shop and then get home and put all my stuff in the fridge, all that stuff, all the things that I'm sure you guys do as well. Um, so I was hungry and I was a little bit impatient, but I tried to, you know, control the beast. Try to just be nice. Um, and so that's another train of thought too. Sometimes there's some customers that I can see. I was again I was hungry. I didn't have enough time even to get something at their you know their they have like that Indian food or the salads or whatever else, all that stuff inside of couscous. And I didn't even have time to get a hot lunch. I was really pressed for time, trying to get in and out. Um, so yeah, I mean, like I could have been a bit more. It was very easy for me to be ill-tempered, but I tried to. But yeah, I mean, I controlled myself. So just as a recommendation, try to put yourself in another person's shoes, and you know, don't be too hard on your favorite grocery store because someone's trying to learn the job better, or for whatever reason, some code isn't coming up, or try to be a little bit more forgiving. Uh, you know, but that all being said, I'm still a little bit disappointed with Safeway. Um, you shouldn't have to pay for something that is going to go rotten. That's like you know, if you buy green onions, yeah, they'll probably go bad fairly quickly in general. I don't know if you buy lettuce. I guess it depends on what it is, but I expect some things to at least last a week. You know, um, some things, and it's often the case it doesn't even last 2 or 3 days before it starts to turn brown or wilt. So, not very happy with Safeway, but it's just you know, it's just Safeway. So, um, don't try not to get any produce, or just don't get any really perishable stuff. Albertsons, Safeway, I should have known better. Don't get their avocados. Get avocados at Whole Foods. Um, Maybe Trader Joe's, maybe, but you get your avocados at Whole Foods. Get your high quality produce. Get your stuff that's finicky produce. Get that stuff at Whole Foods and farmers markets. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.